Welcome to the Suplex Sports Podcast. This is your boy Mish, live in full effect. I'm here with my uncle, I.C.E. It's ICEEBoston, baby.
I.C.E. stepping in, stepping strong, walking tall. We're here today to discuss some issues. My nephew Mish got me introduced to this system of podcasting, and I think I like it already.
That's what's up. So E is a part of the Suplex Sports Podcast. You will see I.C.E. a lot more as we keep doing more shows and specials and things of that nature coming out. Stay tuned for huge collaborations as we push forward here on the podcast. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. And one of the things I want to get into is, of course, the Logan Paul-Mike Tyson fight in November. Fight was scrapped due to Mike getting an ulcer on a flight a while back. And now he's all healed up. He's ready. He's good to go. And I want to know what your thoughts is on.
Well, my thought is that, like, you know, I watch Jake Paul, and he does have, like, minimum skills. He's not that bad of a fighter, but, like, you know, quite frankly, Mike is up in age. But just like most older fighters that were heavyweights, they carry that punch. Yep. They carry that punch. If you remember, George Foreman retired for how many years, came back and lowered the boom on how many people took the championship. So therefore, one punch plus Mike Tyson has that mean left hook, man. Hook to the body, hook to the head. Yeah. Hook to the body, hook to the head. Hook to the body, hook to the head. You know what I mean? That's a combination that most heavyweights don't even have. And Jake Paul's, you know, his skill level's okay, but he has not fought someone at that level, even at this age.
No. And I was always, I was suspect for a long time about Jake. And Jake going ahead, man, and getting in the ring and just, you know, just overall. And so far, you know, he slept a few people. For me, I don't know why, I just felt a sense of urgency since Nate Robinson got slept, you know what I'm saying? I felt a sense of urgency, like, yo, we got to get back at this cat, man. Like, and he beat Woodley, he just beat Perry. Yeah. I mean, he's a legit fighter, man, but the thing is, can Mike get the job done, huh?
I don't know. I think if he does, it has to be, like, early, like, first round, maybe second. After that, like, I just believe that, like, in conditioning, age, like, hey, Father Time is undefeated, man. There are only two people that have defeated Father Time so far, and that's LeBron and Tom Brady. Those are the only two. Those are the only two that has defeated Father Time and played at a level of NBA skill at the highest. Also, Tom Brady won the championship, 42?
Right.
Okay. Those are the only two athletes that I know Father Time has kind of skipped over, and they have defeated Father Time.
I would argue Floyd's in there as well.
Floyd took a lot less hits. I'm not saying he did the running man, but I'm not saying he did the running man. But Floyd took a lot less hits because of the style of fighter that he was. Floyd was able to get out of the way and then get his in, get out of the way, get his in, out of the way, get his in, and all of a sudden the fight's over.
Best counter punch in history,
yes.
As far as I'm concerned, man.
I mean, between him and Giovanni.
Okay.
I just feel like Floyd don't get hit. Giovanni gets hit, but he gets hit for a reason.
Yeah. That's that. I needed that wake up.
Yeah, he takes a hit to get a hit.
Right.
So he figured, you hit me? Okay. So now I know every time you think you hit me, nothing's coming back, something's coming back.
Oh, and it's coming back.
You know what I mean? And that's how Floyd was. It's like, but Floyd just didn't get hit. Floyd was like the gray ghost. You know what I mean? He was like the gray ghost, man. Like, by the time he threw a punch, he was already sitting in the corner, man, waiting for the bell, man.
Chill. All right. What's your prediction right now? What's your prediction going into that fight, man?
I picked Tyson first two. I'll take Jake Paul after that. Simply because of stamina.
Yeah.
That's all. And age. Like I said, you know, Tyson's in great shape, no doubt. I mean, he'll be furious for the first two rounds because those punches will be the heaviest they're gonna be, man. And I don't know if Jake Paul actually felt the punch like that. Those are gonna be rib head.
It's
rib
gonna be some.
head.
There's gonna be some hurting bombs being thrown. Immediately. Yeah, I think Tyson's tired of all the shenanigans as well. So
2 rounds.
Yeah, okay.
I give him 2 rounds.
For 2.
2 for Tyson. First 2, I just feel like Tyson will be at the strongest, and at that point, his punches will be the heaviest. 2 rounds.
All right.
You know what I mean?
What do you think about this whole Tua Tagovailoa and Brandon Flores situation? Tua coming out stating that he didn't think Flores was a good coach, basically belittled him the entire 9. Flores basically came back and said, it hurts me what he said, but I got to take a look at myself a little bit and
I think that went both ways. I just think that
a rookie.
I think Tua wasn't his pick. See, like when you're a coach, you want to choose your own quarterback.
True.
And Tua wasn't Flores' choice for quarterback. So it was just like how, I hate to jump off. I'm going to jump back. I'm going to jump off and jump back.
No, that's cool.
I'm going to jump off and jump back.
Yeah, we get
it. Okay, just look at our situation with Belichick. He didn't choose the Trader Joe. He didn't choose Trader Joe. He didn't choose, I look at when we drafted,
Mac Jones.
When we drafted Matt, think about this. That wasn't Belichick's pick. So he never really stood behind him. That's why he gave him defensive coordinators for offensive coordinators. He screwed them all up. It's just like Flores. It wasn't his pick, so therefore he wasn't really 100% behind him. Everyone thinks that if you watch Mac Jones last week, who's that? Because he's down in Jacksonville with someone that wanted him, and he's actually a quarterback whisperer because he's the one that beat us with a backup quarterback in Philly for the championship.
Big facts.
All right. So therefore, I'm looking at Flores. He's going, this is not my choice. But you know what? Management got him, picked him. I gotta play him, and he had nothing for him. And he was a defensive coach. That's the other thing.
Right.
Being a defensive coach kind of takes you out of that mindset. Takes you out of that state of mind where you're looking at guys okay, the linebacker, the Mike, this, that. I got cornerbacks, whatever it may be. Now you got a quarterback and you're a defensive coach and you're going, nah, he sucks against my defense in practice. So he's going to suck in the game. And actually, he sucked. He just got good because he got pots around him. So you got to remember, unlike Mac Jones, what they did for Tua was that they said, you know what? Arm's not that strong. He's a competitor. So let's surround ourselves with talent. Plug him in. And now he's better.
Yeah, and a damn good offensive line to boot.
That's what you do.
Because I think last season it was more or less everybody concerned how many hits he was going to take. And for what it's worth, it was damn near over and under how many hits he was going to take before he was done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Done completely.
Oh, no doubt.
After taking two devastating concussions the season before. Going into last season, it was like, oh man, bro, he gets it, he's done. But I took my hat to the offensive lineman in the wake of that. But Flores is now defensive coordinator with the Vikings.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens with Minnesota going forward into the year.
But just to add to that, you have to remember that when you have a rookie quarterback, it's no different from the way in which if people can go back and they can look at how Parcells built the Patriots. He had a pocket passer. What did he do? He went out and he got offensive linemen. He knew Drew Bledsoe could not run. He was a pocket passer. What's happening now is that you have all these young quarterbacks that's getting paid, and teams don't have the same patience. Like right now, we have May, all right? You tell me, why would we be teaching a third pick how to take a snap behind center? It's because he only took snaps in shotgun.
Right.
And now you can't start in the pros.
It's a reclamation project is what essentially they took on.
A third pick should never be a reclamation project. For example, I'm not going to take you to a dance party if you can't dance.
That's it.
Now, he can't dance. They're actually at the New England Patriots have actually got like, Fred Astaire footsteps for him to come off the line. Okay, to the left, y'all. To the right, y'all. Back it up now. Hike.
That's exactly what it is. I'm like, man, this is all about one dude, man, who don't got. Why y'all taking a dude with bad feet, man?
Bad feet,
good with bad footwork.
Bad footwork.
We can develop him, man. But yeah, man, I mean.
And just the other thing, guess what? The other thing is this: is that you get to play BC twice this year, once this year, one next year. That's a win. ACC is got to be the win. Oh, don't forget Rutgers. Okay, let's throw in like all the bums that they got to play. They play all these bums in ACC. Name an ACC school that's been competitive in the last few. Besides Clemson, and guess what? Clemson is on the way down now. They open the porthole.
The portal.
They open the portal. And guess what?
Hey,
everybody, all the talent swam away.
And guess where we going? We going to Denver. Boulder.
Yeah.
Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah. But just think about it though. Like, you took a quarterback that played against. It wasn't like he was in the Big Ten. It wasn't like he was in, he was in battling the SEC. He wasn't in those college, the power conferences. He was in freaking Georgia Tech. Here we come. Ramblin' Rex from Georgia Tech. How many wins you got? How many wins you got, Georgia Tech?
Nah, man.
Come on, man.
That ain't in it.
I mean, BC.
That ain't in it.
You know what I'm saying? We got Boston College on the schedule. That's a win.
That's a W.
That's a given. Facts all day. As a matter of fact, that's a party before the game. Because you already know you're going to win. They might have made most of those teams that they played homecoming games. Because at the same time, you had absolutely no skill like they have in the other conferences. And I hate to say it, but you're married to your quarterback.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Your quarterback got 4 years, $36 million, and if he got to sit on the bench for a year,
hey, that's it.
That's it.
You have to pay the man.
And
he's getting paid. Yeah, regardless, getting paid.
And your job is on the line because you go as your quarterback go.
Well, I don't think it was Mayo's decision to pick Drake, but
he should have picked the receiver.
You should have took Harrison Jr.
I would have took Harrison Jr. because that right there is a guarantee.
I know what I'm getting. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. At
some point down the road, I'll bump into a quarterback.
Thank you.
Hey, how you doing, quarterback?
Hey, and they did bump into one.
That's what I'm saying.
Joe Milton III.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, hey, Joe, 6th round. I'm like, okay.
Imagine Milton and you got Harrison. You're balling right now.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're not even in for Ayuk. I mean, and Ayuk only had us on the. Ayuk had us on the tab.
Well, we're getting right into that because I got Ayuk. That's good because I got I got Ayuk right on the slab. I would slide him in next.
Okay.
So with his whole entire situation, now I heard there's a new report that came out that said the Commanders were still in play to potentially get Ayuk over there in Washington. After the fact. Now, when I just looked, last week it was, we're going to try to get this deal done. Now it seems as though, hey, you know what, man, this might not be working out for anybody right now. So, with that said, man, what do you think Ayuk, what do you think the true motive is here, man, after all this time?
I think Ayuk is playing Marco Polo because Ayuk doesn't want to go to a losing franchise. All he knows is winning. Now, when you have a franchise like the 49ers that had deals in place. All Ayuk had to do, the framework was done. They had the picks, they had everything with the Patriots, they had everything. Even right now, watching all these teams, Steelers, they had all the framework complete.
Right.
All Ayuk had to do is say, I do.
That's it.
I do.
Everything you want, basically in the contract, we got it for you right here. What's good?
I do.
What's
now,
good? Yeah. Why
are you not making that move? Obviously, you don't want to go. Because if you wanted to go, you would have been gone.
Right.
Because, I mean, if it's about $1 million, are you kidding me? If it's about $2 million, if they're offering you 30, 28, 27 mil, why didn't you take it? He didn't take it because he doesn't want to go to a losing franchise.
Understood.
And you got to remember too, like, not only you'll go to a losing franchise, but you're going to be getting doubled.
Well, at the same time,
you're going to be getting doubled.
All the time. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? You're the main focal point.
You're going to
Absolutely.
be. Team they're going to have McCaffrey and then
Debo and Kittle.
No.
You know what I'm saying? No. Absolutely.
You go to Washington, you ain't having that. Now you're going to be double teamed and you're going to have to get open. And believe you me, that's not the easiest thing for a receiver that's used to having space.
Right.
Because if you don't have other players to take up that space, that if you, like, for example, when we like when Gronk was out, man, Edelman had to work like hell.
Oh, he was a horse.
As soon as Gronk came back from off injury, it was like,
opens up even more for him.
Come on.
I just don't. I've been trying to figure out this dude's angle, man. If you want to stay in San Fran, I get it, man. But doing all this tug of war, man, the whole entire time. Patriots were willing to make you a top 5 receiver in the league. Yeah. Pittsburgh, they had an offer on the table. Yeah. I think, Pittsburgh would have damn near been lights out with him and Pickens on the other side of the ball. That would have been a nice little tandem out there. So ultimately, if
not so quick there.
You don't think so?
Pittsburgh got quarterback issues, man.
Fields look all right. He looked all right to me, man. Now in terms of, now they paid Russie. Russie got paid.
Yeah.
That's the conundrum.
Yeah.
That's the conundrum because Russie's paid and Fields essentially isn't.
I just think that, like, they haven't made a decision. You can't, like they say, if you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. You can't have two quarterbacks. If you got 2 quarterbacks, you got none. You got none.
Yeah, it's tough.
You got none. And at this point, you have Ayuk, even if he went to Pittsburgh. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was just, a bad But even if you went to Pittsburgh, what plays are going to be run for you? All these teams try to get you before camp was over. They try to get you during camp. How are you going to fit in?
Right.
Now, am I going to take a guy off the starting lineup, even if he's my 3rd receiver, but he know what we're doing? You're going to take 2, 3, 4 weeks to understand what we're doing. And we're not going to have the plays just for you. You're going to have to run that play for that 3rd receiver until you learn the playbook. So my thing with Ayuk is that he's holding the 49ers hostage, man. This is like a hostage take. Yeah, this is like hostage. This is like taking.
Yeah.
I got a certain set of skills.
That's it.
He got the 49ers hostage, man.
I mean, it's
literally hostage.
You want a rookie deal, man? Just play it out and go get paid somewhere else, man.
Yeah,
if that's it.
He won't. Well, the problem is that the 49ers are not going to. The 49ers are not going to give him up for nothing. That's
exactly. They're going to be clear. They need compensation. Absolutely.
And that's why. And that's why, if it was his last year, I can see. But since they still got a year left, and it's like, most players aren't going to play for that. Simply, and that's all players. I mean, you have players right now that just say, "I'm not playing. I don't want to get hurt. I'm not playing for that."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, and they should either give him an extension, which right now they're in a quagmire. They got Purdy on his last year of his rookie deal. See, this is the thing about this is the thing about football, is that you got your quarterback on a rookie contract. You can put money all around him. Money all around that rookie quarterback because you don't have to pay him yet. Now, next year, Purdy's gonna get that 50
he's gonna get it
mil.
just desserts. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So they have to win right now. They have to win this year. If they don't win this year, they're gonna have to let go a lot of talent because they can't afford it. Now, the best thing is that you got Amazon and all these streaming coming in, boosting up the money.
Right.
So maybe they will raise the cap. Maybe they'll raise the cap because they're gonna bring a lot of money. Because I think Amazon has a few games. I know
they got the Thursday night game, but I think they got some other games throughout the season as well.
Yeah. So I look at it like that. Like, maybe after this year the cap will go up and you'll be able to accommodate some of these high contracts. But I know for sure once your quarterback get paid, unless he's like a Mahomes that will take less.
Oh.
A Brady that will take less.
Right.
You know what I mean? He is a 6th round pick. He is Mr. Irrelevant, as they say. Right. You know what I mean? But
not no more.
But he's not playing like that. He's very relevant right now.
Very, very, very.
You know what I mean? If I have to make a choice between Ayuk and paying my quarterback Purdy, Ayuk, see you later, man. Nice knowing you.
What you think about this whole Tyreek Hill, Noah Lyles situation, man? Look, guys, Lyles is, come on, man. He's talking a lot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean, I know track and field and football and how the two, correlate. But I think honestly, man, you get Tyreek in the track, man. He's gonna show you something too.
Well, I think that's what Noah Lyles does. What he does is that he sparks conversation. Like I remember when he did it to the NBA. He goes, "Oh, how are you the world champion when you know?"
Oh yeah,
the whole world.
And
then guess what? I mean, I think it was either Curry or no. Matter of fact, it was Ant-Man tweeted back at him after they won the gold medal. Yeah. So it's like Lyles is one of those guys that very flamboyant, talks a lot. I mean, he backs it up most of the time, but that's how he makes his money. Because remember, he didn't go to college. He went pro. Lyles went pro in track. I mean, so he betted on himself. So at this point, I know Tyreek is fast, but Tyreek is fast among football players. In order to be fast in that 100-yard dash, you got to practice that because just one misstep, it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
One misstep is over. See, now, if you say, okay, from the 40, we on grass. Yeah. Come on, Noah. Now, if we say, we'll do it on both our own elements. We'll run one from the 40 or whatever, and we'll run one on a track, a regular track, whatever. Then we'll see who wins. But I think if you try to go to Noah's element, or if he tries to come to Tyreek's element, I think Tyreek can eat him up. Simply because grass and I don't know if it's asphalt or pavement, whatever they run on, it's fast.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where, he's not used to putting spikes on grass. You got one of those spikes, man.
Yeah, throw them cleats on, man.
Yeah, those track shoes are slippery, man. He's like, no. So I just feel like he's flamboyant. He talks stuff, and he's supposed to talk stuff because he's the fastest man in the world. Let him talk. But like I said, if Tyreek is gonna practice coming off the blocks and all that, because that's important, man. Set, go, pow. One misstep, man. That's all it takes.
That's it. Done deal.
One misstep, man.
All right. Next 4 years, is Steve Kerr going to still be the head coach of Team USA after?
No, he's done.
Okay,
he's done.
I mean,
he's done because the fact is this: is that right now, the groundswell is this: is that we won the gold medal. Okay. And people think that that's going to make everything okay. But what happened is that you have Solid the Puss of a lot of young NBA players, because they seen what happened to Tatum. They seen, what happened to Jaylen Brown. They seen it. Come on, man.
And Halliburton didn't get no burn.
It's like, how in the world? This is my thing. I understand you got LeBron, Curry, whatever it may be, but okay, I challenge anybody right now to go back 7 years and have a better accomplished American basketball player than Jason Tatum. How many conference finals? Got a gold medal in Tokyo.
Did.
Been to 2 chips. Won one, lost one. Okay? You can keep going now. If you look at all of his stats for 26, there's no American player that has that. Not Michael Jordan, no one. No one. So therefore, when they say, oh, well, Steve Kerr just said you don't, how do you not fit? You have a player that plays 5 positions. How do you say Jaylen Brown doesn't fit? How did Luka look? Did anybody ask Luka about Jaylen Brown's defense?
How's that defense, Luka?
Yeah. Did anybody ask him where his legs went in the fourth quarter? His legs were gone.
Completely.
Yeah. So my whole point with Kerr is that, he played LeBron ball. Listen, LeBron ball is losing ball. Okay? They allow LeBron to dictate the pace. They allow LeBron to dictate who gets the ball and when. The only time, the 2 games that Stephen Curry had where he went off, look at how many times he actually had the ball back in his hands. LeBron didn't have the ball. Stephen was handling the ball, getting his rhythm. Same thing with Jason Tatum. You can't have a team full of ones that's used to having the ball in their hand all the time and not know how to play him. For one, you're playing LeBron ball. Walk it up. We had a great walk 'em upper. And guess what? We never won. Hey, what about Marcus? What about Marcus? Marcus Smart, okay?
Yeah.
Guess what he did? Walk the ball up. That's why we couldn't get no wins. We have a team that got legs, they can run, they're athletic, the whole 9. We're playing LeBron ball. LeBron dictates who gets the ball, when they get the ball, and it's always 5, 4, 3, 2, and it's
right.
He's passing the ball. That's why the Lakers can't win. They play LeBron ball. LeBron ball is not winning ball anymore because he don't have the same skill set to come up and down the court like he used to.
No.
So now he kind of dictates the pace. If we would have played the European guys, baseline to baseline, we could have utilized our whole team. Because you've been you go out there, you play hard for 4 minutes.
That's it, yeah.
You play hard for 4 minutes. And then I guarantee you, the reason why those European teams were in the game, because we're playing half-court ball. You can't play half-court ball with them. This is what they do. They have grown up together. Just think about it. They grew up together. They've been playing since they were this big together. We try to put a team together.
Right.
Of all-stars that never played together. And we go out there and win. It's much more difficult. I'm telling you right now, if the Olympic team, for one, if you keep Hill, God bless you. Because we don't have a big man for next year or the year after. Name an American big man. Name one American big man.
You better hold on to it.
Name one American big man, because the Europeans are going to bring it. Name one American big man. Embiid is not American, and he may play for Costa Rica. We don't know. He might play for Costa Rica. I don't know. I mean, at this point, with a couple of cantaloupes and a few pounds here and there, I mean, he may play for Costa Rica.
Yeah, there's no. You're right.
Name American big man.
No legitimate
Okay? And let's just say Jason Tatum and Brown is gonna sit back and just be like, who's calling? Okay? Let's take Jason Tatum and Brown let's take them out of the equation. Pick the team. Pick the Olympic team. Go ahead. No Brown, no Tatum. Pick the team.
You're gonna have to roll with Booker. You're gonna have to roll with Ant. You got to all two guards and power forwards and playing power forwards as centers.
Pick the team.
Out of the position now.
Pick the team. No Brown, no Tatum. Pick the team. Because Curry's gonna be 105. Yeah. LeBron's gonna be 305. KD's gonna be 110.
They done.
So tell me, who? Take out Tatum and Brown, because I'm telling you right now, if I'm Tatum, I'm not committing to nothing. If I'm Brown, I'm not committing to nothing. They have to come and run in. They have to, kiss the ring.
You got to show up on my door.
Kiss the ring.
Yeah.
Kiss the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? Kiss the ring.
Fact.
Because the way in which you treated both of them was totally out of pocket. Kiss the ring. And I guarantee you, if Tatum and Brown don't play, we're getting spanked. Those are the best two wings in the league. In our league, wings are everything. Those wings guard, those wings score. 3-and-D all day long. Alright? So as far as Curry's concerned, he won't be the coach. Because there'll be too much pressure on him not to be the coach, simply because Tatum definitely won't play. Because you can't tell me that I don't fit. But I tell you what though, he gave the two most talented players in the whole world motivation. Motivation.
Yeah, I seen the video of Jalen training underwater.
This is going to be, they're hungry. They're going to be hungry. And the first, I guarantee you, you won't be able to not count the boos when Golden State comes to town this year. And we beat them by 50 last time, okay? We beat them by 50. So let's just say, this might be a 60-point grubbing, man.
Let me just remind you, what happened last year can happen again.
Oh, it's gonna happen, man.
Definitely. All right, so as we are a couple of weeks away from the start of NFL season, right now we're gonna do an NFL special.
Okay.
All right. Right now, on paper, what teams you think stand out right now?
Well, I put it like this: KC, I'm always gonna take, no matter what, because KC has this, like, I don't want to say Tom Brady thing going on, but it's like if you allow Mahomes with the ball at any time in the game when it's on the line, it's over.
It's been proven now.
It's over.
It's done deal.
It's over.
Yeah.
Now, I like Derrick Henry in Baltimore, but Jackson can't win the big one, man. I don't know if it's pressure. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know what it is. But think about it. I mean, how many black quarterbacks, man, are able to reach the peak, top of the mountain? How many black quarterbacks? Russell's the last one.
Best is, yeah.
Russell's the last one. Correct?
As far as I know, Russell's the last one.
And we can go all the way back to like when Redskins were good, but the whole point is that like I don't wanna kick Jackson. I'm just saying, like, him and Dak, Dak can't get out of the second round. If you gotta play Mahomes again, Jackson, what are you gonna do? And we're already seeing what Dak melts when it comes to 49ers. That's a wrap. Matter of fact, wasn't the 49ers. It was Green Bay. Yeah. So I would go in the NFC Norris. The NFC Norris division.
The Norris division. what I mean? Go ahead and put that out there, the Norris division. I'm like, man, y'all gotta cut it out, man.
In the Norris, I gotta go with. In the Norris, I gotta go with. I gotta go with Detroit, simply because what they did their run last year.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Love, because Love in Green Bay is a baller.
Right.
And guess who's coming right behind him?
Chicago. The Bears.
Chicago.
Yeah. The only Bears.
Because I tell you what, they made the best trade deal last year ever. That was the best deal ever. I mean, I know that, like, you know, Carolina was saying, you know, we want the first round pick, you got it. We get yours. And now we got Caleb. Caleb's a beast, man. Yeah. At the same time, too, you got to remember, he has receivers now. They got a whole team, and they got defense.
You got Allen, Moore, and Udunze.
Oh, yeah. And
with Cole Kmet.
Yeah.
Oh. And who's running back, JV? Who's running back Chicago?
We had old boy from Philly. I think he left though. Miles?
No. They got Swift. They got Swift from Philly. Yeah.
You got Swift.
That's what y'all got. Yeah, they got Swift. Yeah. So Chicago gonna turn some heads this year.
And then I would go AFC until someone takes Buffalo out. I gotta go with Buffalo. I just think that Miami can't win in cold weather. Now, let's say this, okay? If Miami happens to get home field, I'll take Miami in the championship game against almost anybody, simply because they'll be at home. But if they have to go to cold weather, it's a wrap.
Oh, it's a done deal.
It's a wrap.
I'm not sure about, but Buffalo's got a whole new receiving.
That's what I'm saying.
A complete new receiving room.
And I just think that, like, you know, the pressure is off of Allen now to give the ball. I mean, you know, I just think when you have that receiver that comes back to the huddle and say, I want the ball every time. Yeah. I was open. You didn't see me. I was open. They're open all the time.
Odunze, from what I seen from that dude, man, and I'm sorry, go back to Chicago. Odunze,
yeah, he's nice,
bro.
Yeah, he's nice.
Chicago hit it out of the park this time, but but Buffalo, we'll see what the addition of Curtis Samuel would do for him. And I'm not too, with Moss in the backfield. We already know the Patriots are. We got to see if Aaron Rodgers get through a series.
I'm not really, like, I think the Jets are going to make the playoffs. I just think that, like, you know, Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers that we all perceived 3, 4, 5 years ago. Yeah, remember, he's like 38, 39 years old now. And, like, Brady took a warm weather team to Green Bay and spanked them on their own field. And Aaron played.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Yeah, he did.
So, to me, Aaron Rodgers is not the boogeyman no more. He used to be the boogeyman. You know? No, he really did, because he's able to throw passes. And he's able to throw the ball in windows that most, I swear, I mean.
For one dude to have one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He did put a lot of fear in a lot of teams. Yeah. I give it that much, man, because of the quarterback that he is. But
regular season, though.
Regular season, that's it.
Regular season.
It's like Dak.
Yeah. And Dak regular season.
Dak is a regular season quarterback.
Matter of fact, wasn't Dak like third in voting in the MVP last year? He was third, I think. No, but I mean, he had a hell of a regular season. It's just that, like, when it comes to the playoffs, they just, I mean, think about it, man.
Can't get right.
Think about this, man. Like, do you remember the days when we used to play video football back in the day? 2K football.
2K.
Guess who was on it? Emmett. Because who had Emmett? Greg. Emmett used to plow through 6 people, man. Emmett was throwing people off of Emmett. All of them, man. That team was unstoppable. But that's how long it's been since they even anything. They haven't Nothing.
Yeah.
Since that team. Emmett and all of them, man.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin and Aikman.
That's not true. If Tony Romo would have caught that ball, it was the Super Bowl.
Yep.
We missed the field goal.
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
either way, it didn't make a difference, man. Tony Romo was crying. I mean, T.O. was crying regardless press conference, man, post game. My quarterback, my team.
But then you also have, you know, a owner that wants to be GM and everything, and it's like, you know, where they're the most, as far as franchises, they're at the top considered when it comes to money. They're the top. They're number one, but they're not America's team no more.
Oh, that's done.
You know, like the Patriots were America's team, most hated team.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you have KC, which is pretty much going to be there. They're going to.
Oh yeah. Hands, real
they're
fast too.
They're becoming America's team.
Fast.
You know what I mean? So if you look at KC's division, okay, Oakland's out. It's not in the question. They're out. They got Patriot status. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Denver.
A lot of teams, a couple of teams with Patriot status.
Denver. Not so much. But I tell you the sneaky conference. The sneaky conference is that Houston, Indianapolis.
I was gonna mention
that is the sneaky conference, man.
Yeah.
They got the sneaky team down there.
Indy got a sneaky good defense, man.
Yeah.
I tried to tell somebody.
Sneaky, man.
They're very, very good, man. Don't sleep on them.
And one thing about those conferences is that they always play each other really tough, man.
Absolutely.
Really tough. Carolina, we're not gonna. They're on Patriot status also.
Yes.
And I mean, they'll be there. Patriots will be there. We'll all be there. I'm giving those teams that's on Patriot status 4 wins. That's it. 4 wins.
Oh yeah.
Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan. I'm gonna enjoy all 4 of those wins.
That's right.
All 4 of those wins, I'm celebrating.
Absolutely.
Like it was a Super Bowl. Because it's going to be a spanking. It's going to be a spanking. Because, you know, like I said, you know, and you can't put the Patriots no more than 4 wins. Because simply, that's getting hurt the first 2 games. All right?
I kind of calculated that myself.
I have a feel, because
there's no left tackle.
It's like running water. It's like, running water, man. It's like running water, man.
Yeah.
It just is. It's just like, okay, I'll give this analogy, man. It's just like you got Luka playing left tackle. How many blow-bys? How many blow-bys?
Olay.
Come on, you got Luka. It's like Luka playing left tackle, man. I mean, I'm watching. You can't even run for your life because it's coming. It's coming. So you can't play the young kid because he'll go through the same I see ghosts. I see a ghost.
Right.
He'll start feeling, oh my God, no, they're coming.
Out there.
Yeah, here it comes. You know what I mean? Because he'll start impacting. He'll start crunching up for the hit before the hit comes.
Exactly.
Because he'll get hit so much.
He's so tensed up.
Yeah, he'll be hit so much, man. He'll be in a fetal position, man.
Flinching.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. So if we're in the same situation, like I said, you know, one thing that Kraft and these guys should have learned from Parcells, you start with your offensive line. Period. That helps you in the running game. That helps you in the blocking game, and that also gives your quarterback a sense of protection. We didn't do it.
That's it.
We didn't do it.
Going on wrong without no count.
We didn't do it.
That's it.
And as far as the Steelers, that division, that's just going to be the last man standing. Because, you know, if Deshaun Watson comes back from the deep tissue massages.
That's it, man.
If he comes back from the deep tissue massages and he plays the way that we think he should play. With the Flacco last year, how far did they go?
Flacco.
Joe came off the couch. And literally, Joe was like, hey.
Joe was out there dealing.
Okay? So if Deshaun comes off the couch, comes off the massage table with any kind of skill level that he had before, that's tough. Then you have Baltimore, tough. Because now Baltimore is going to hammerhead you with the running. Oh, Henry is going to throw his weight around.
Oh, yeah.
That's a threat every time.
Hell yeah.
Even the play action to Henry.
That pistol.
Even the play action to Henry. Linebackers are going, oh my God, he's coming. And then when he's not coming, and you got Jackson going out the other side, DBs are going, hey man, this ain't fair.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, I mean,
if he wants to stop and hit Mark Andrews,
and then you got Joe
Flowers.
Burrow. Then you got Joe Burrow.
Joe Cool.
Joe Cool's the only one that could beat you know who.
Yeah.
And believe me, if that linebacker didn't hit, I forget the receiver out of bounds, forget who it was, and got the penalty, they would have beat KC that year too. That's how good they are.
Don't even get me started on that.
Yes.
That whole DeMar Hamlin thing.
Yeah.
Stopping the game and
Yeah. So
yeah, man. That did me in fantasy wise in the championship game. I lost the championship because of that game, bro.
And honestly,
I had Joe Burrow as my quarterback.
And honestly, this will probably be one of the best football seasons we had in a long time, just because of the competition is going to be so deep. Like, you got the bottom teams. We already know those teams, but if you go 3 up in each division, it's competitive.
Oh yeah, even Atlanta might do a little something this year. Coming back.
Oh, I don't even want to bring them up, man, because I don't even want to bring them up.
I know Kirk Cousins and
you know what? I'm gonna bring the Dirty Birds up, all right? And I'm gonna bring them up only because we have a situation here. We have a situation of malpractice. You telling me this, right? If you have a young bum 4-win team and you know it, you can't fool yourself. You can't fool anyone. Even the analysts are saying, okay, well, they might win 3. When Las Vegas said that you're 3.5 to win, 3.5 games. There's no half games, man.
No.
4. So I'm gonna give you 4. Okay. Why would you trade your best piece for a 3rd round pick? Explain that to me, please, because if you would have traded him before he asked for a trade, you would have gotten more for him, knowing that he's not in your timeline. The Patriots timeline is 25 to 20. He's 31, 32. You know you're not gonna. By the time we get good, he's 50. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Why would they not have made the move in the off season when they could have gotten more? You need, even if you got 2 seconds, or even a second and a third, I feel better about it. But it's like, you gotta look at your timeline. Your timeline is 25. You have to take 25 and under, because look at your quarterback. Look at everybody's age. Your age is 25, 25. That's it. And you have to find talent within those right in there. And you keep growing and growing. By the time of 28, it's just like Brown and Tatum. Think about it. They're in their prime now.
Yeah, they came in with 29, what?
19.
19. Yeah, 19.
19.
He was 18.
18, yeah. It was 18 because he came out of college early because he was a brainiac, man.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it though. Now, if you're drafting, you're going, okay, this is what we're drafting. But these guys are outside the timeline, so we gotta make some moves. They didn't do it. That's why I'll give Carolina credit. They say, hey, we want the top pick of the draft. That was last year. What are you gonna do, Chicago? Can we? Oh, sure. Can we get yours? Cause we know you're gonna.
Right. We know what you snatching.
See, but you gotta be ahead of the game, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be ahead of the game, man. You can't be behind. And Mayo and these guys were behind the game, man. But I still pick until something else happens. It has to be KC, man. I'm just gonna pick KC just because they earned it. That's all. You have to beat the champs.
You gotta beat the man. You gotta beat the man.
You can't get to the game like Jackson, and all of a sudden the runner becomes a thrower. I don't want to see that. You have to play again. That's why Joe Burrow can beat him.
Wait, y'all sleeping on San Fran though? They're deep.
This is Kyle Shanahan's last year's head coach.
Both sides of the ball, they're deep.
This is Kyle Shanahan's last year's head coach.
Okay, from
This is it.
From the peanut gallery that interject that thought. until you beat somebody, then I am not gonna. If you can't win the big one, Cal, Mr. Shanahan, if you can't win the big one, we can't talk. He's lost the big one how many times? Come on. Yeah, he drew up a great play for Garoppolo, and Garoppolo happens to sail it long. It's not his fault, but you still lost. Now you have the best running back, the best tight end. You got all these weapons. You have to win. I love talking football, man.
Yeah. Good stuff. If we're gonna talk more football, man, we're gonna save some of this energy for the next for the NFL season preview.
Okay, no doubt.
We're gonna save some of that energy. All right.
Hey, did y'all see the Jaylen Brown new video?
Man, here he goes. Hey, bro,
Once again, the peanut gallery is going to chime in.
What do you want us to say about Jaylen Brown's music video?
It's beautiful. I love this. It's controversial. It's thought provocative.
Okay, I mean,
what they want to hear.
We know Jaylen has his platform and his thoughts of how he feels.
Jaylen's very deep. Very deep individual, very smart. I mean, anytime that you have like, NASA and all these other there would be nerd institutes that really wanted him out of college. That's big. That's big. I mean, he probably was the youngest vice president in the Players Association that he probably was. He's very smart. Yeah, very intelligent. In fact,
I believe he is the youngest. Is the youngest.
He's very smart, man. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to go here, man. I didn't want to go here. Okay, I'm gonna go here, man. I have to go here. Hey, listen. I have nothing against the league. I have everything against Nike. All right, Nike runs AAU and a lot of the other leagues and different things. And what they do is that they almost, if you are not a Nike person, I'll see you later. They have a way of not telling you directly, but they have a way of telling you directly, okay? For example, Jaylen Brown wears Nikes, all right? But he puts tape over the swoosh. Tell me what time, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, tell me what time does the MVP not have his own shoe? Name one MVP don't have their own shoe.
Kyrie Irving.
Was he MVP?
He should have.
Okay, so now
one shot don't get you.
He won the championship.
One shot, yeah.
He won the championship.
What? Just tell me what MVP does not have their own shoe? There's none.
Joker.
He got his own shoe.
Joker got his own shoe.
He got his own shoe.
Get out of here. I ain't see it. You? I don't know.
Joker's got an endorsement.
He got. What I'm saying is that the reason why he covers up the swoosh is simply because he's not getting paid. The shoe's comfortable, so he wears it. But why would you not give JB a contract, a sneaker contract? Know why? Because he spoke up for Kyrie.
Mm-hmm. It's simple as that. That's what I said.
Music videos
when the whole league was like, kicking Kyrie for, even though Kyrie put his foot in his own mouth by saying things he shouldn't have said and posting stuff that, like, if you don't know what you're doing, don't post it, man. You know what I mean? And because sometimes these things people send to you simply to try to snake you into posting these things.
It's all trolling, man.
Yeah. So what happened? So when he came with the whole Jewish thing and this thing and that thing, it's like, dude, stick to your lane. And Jaylen Brown came out and said, no, because he's the player, vice president of the player. He has to speak up for his players.
Right.
So he did. And from that point on, Nike has had this thing with JB.
But Kyrie didn't say nothing wrong. He didn't say nothing. All he said was he can't be anti-Semitic. That's all he said.
What he did was that he posted he reposted an anti-Semitic
Movie.
post.
Yeah, documentary. It was a documentary.
Yes, it was.
It was a documentary that he
It was
reposted.
totally out of pocket. You didn't have to do it. Stay in your lane. You play basketball. Stay in your lane, man. If you want to come up with some things that happens in your community, talk about it. But if you don't know what you're doing when it comes to race, I'm just saying to you, like, I put it like this, when you're on that level, you gotta be careful. You gotta run things through your PR person first, or you have other people that will do your social media.
Absolutely.
Like
no kind of PR.
You can't do it. Well, if you don't, this is what happens.
Yeah.
Just does.
Got to. Definitely got to. NFL players in flag football. I see
that's a no-go for me.
Yeah. I think, as we were talking about earlier, I think it's too much of a liability.
That's a no-go.
There's too much money on the table for maybe former NFL players or players that are out the game.
Yes.
If you out the game,
Yeah.
and you choose to go ahead and I'm gonna go play for the country and try to,
Yeah.
by all means, go ahead.
Just think about it. Like, all these players that got like extensions this year, would you want them to play as an owner?
Absolutely not. Not for what I'm paying.
And then how many insurance companies are gonna actually insure them? Because you can like soccer players get insured because the team automatically insure those players if they go play for their home team, if they go play whatever, they put up the money to the insurance, so make sure that like there's like if it's Messi or somebody and you want and you play here and you want to go play for someplace else, so you get Argentina. Oh yeah, you can play, but we gotta put insurance on you because you lose. That money's guaranteed.
Right.
That money's guaranteed.
Absolutely.
In football, not so much.
Yeah, you can get
Football,
cut
not
tomorrow.
so much.
You can get cut just like that, and that's
Football,
it.
the only
guaranteed.
the only thing
The
only thing that's guaranteed is your signing bonus.
That's it. And some cats got to stretch that a whole off season.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing that's guaranteed is signing bonus.
Yeah, because there's no frivolous spending
So
like that. But
me personally, I would say no. I would say no, and I would say no on the grounds that like me and you was talking earlier. Edwards, Patriots running back.
Oh yeah, Robert Edwards is the best
Playing
example.
sand football.
Yeah. That was the best example anybody could ever get.
He blew his knee,
Tore
everything out.
Everything, and then some. I think
Career was over.
done.
Career was over, and then he probably wasn't even. He probably was just getting a rookie contract.
Yeah, I think he was finishing up on his rookie.
Rookie contract. Yeah, he wasn't even getting paid.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty much like what they get paid now. He was pretty much like not getting paid.
Nowhere near that.
Not getting paid. No.
Like peanuts.
So
Running in the
I think
city.
liability wise, no, they can't.
That's it.
I wouldn't do it.
It's
man.
just like having a player, no riding motorcycles and stuff like that. Another.
Yeah. Sound good. It sound like they're playing flag football outside.
Yeah.
Was that someone playing flag football, man? Oh, okay.
Goodness gracious.
That could have been liability.
Guys, this is Suplex Sports Podcast. I'm Misha, my uncle, I.C.E.
I.C.E.
You know what I'm saying?
To the
We need you
TOA.
all to share, like, and subscribe. End of the show, man. We do a suplex of the week. What's your suplex,
My suplex of the week is gonna be. It's gonna be controversial, man. But like, I have to end like this, ladies and gentlemen, right? Because I just feel like if I end normal, you guys will go like, I don't want to watch this anymore. But I'm gonna end like this. I'm gonna end this way. First of all, I'm gonna stretch out the old knee. And my question is this: why and how come would black men vote for Trump? Food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. The next cast, I expect
like that. Okay, yeah.
the next cast. The very next cast, guys. Stay in tune, stay informed, and we will come right back to that question because I think that is food for thought. Why would black men vote for Donald Trump?
Controversial like that.
Hey,
Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. This is a sports show, not science.
hey, he gave us. Hey, suplex. This is the trends. We set the trends. We suplexing on the trends. This is what it's all about. All right. So my suplex of the week, very good suplex. Ice Cube in the Big Three. Wonderful. The atmosphere was wonderful. It was a club-like atmosphere in the Garden. As a single man, it was nice and thick in there.
Oh.
It was right. It was right. It is family. It is a family orientated show. But there was other shows going on while we was there as well.
Well, you gotta have other shows.
I want to shout out the Ice Cube and Company, man, the Big Three. Thank you. Please bring it back to Boston one more year, next year again.
I have a food for thought.
What's that?
Why don't the NBA support the Big Three?
There you go. Boom. We dropping bombs.
Hey man, if it's not fact and if it's not food for thought, then it's not worth saying.
And they were suplexing.
We're gonna suplex it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good one, huh?
Oh yeah, man. We're coming with the fire, man.
I need an answer to that.
Did I say the fire?
The
That's the Big Three. We're coming with the fire.
Suplex Sports Podcast. We're gonna see you guys next time. Share, like, subscribe, Niche, ICE, in the Peanut Gallery. We're gonna get with y'all. Be safe, be at it. Until next time.
Peace.
Peanut gallery.